Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast between OKHabit and seppL here on Metalopolis. Now these particular players, I'm not 100% sure who they are, and I know someone's probably going to ask me to, do more of my research or all that, but I'll let you guys do that research as it takes me some time to cast these games anyways. Back to the game where you're going to have seppL spawning as the yellow Zerg versus OKHabit spawning as the red Zerg. So it's going to be a Zerg versus Zerg mirror match here on Metalopolis. Now, a couple of things to note on a Zerg versus Zerg mirror match. I have yet to really see a game really go beyond the early portion of the early portion. Ooh, nice use of the. I thought he was going to try to go for maybe perhaps a spawning pool and then use that metabolic boost. He may try to also go for a double to open up with a 12. Yeah, he may be trying to go for the spawning trick ×2 back over here. seppL getting that overlord. So taking a look at the income, we should see a slight advantage for OKHabit. But now that seppL has that overlord, he's going to be able to get those harvesters up much more quickly as well. Another overlord over here. So yeah. It looks as though OKHabit was now seeing it on 14/18 as opposed to 13/18, so that one single overlord extractor trick did work out well. And now OKHabit gonna go down and drop down a fast, no, not going down for a fast hatchery. It looked as that was the case, but should be getting a 14 spawning pool in just a moment. Yeah, there we go. There's that spawning pool. No gas yet. Back over here for seppL. seppL does have gas and getting that spawning pool, so seppL should have the metabolic boost for those Zerglings a little bit earlier. Now, Zerg versus Zerg mirror matches have been very, very fragile as of late. Just in that, Zergling versus Zergling battles are very common. It's six Zerglings versus 6, and then one will retreat, one will pursue, and then it's 8 versus 6, and then 10 versus 8, and it just goes back and forth. Just Zerglings doing this kind of yin-yang maneuver around each other, trying to get the proper positioning, enabling them to deal that damage. OKHabit most likely going to be sitting on a lot of gold or a lot of minerals all of a sudden. So is he going to be, yeah, he all of a sudden saved up for every single one of those Zerg cocoons and also got a hatchery. Don't quite agree with how he did this build. He's still sitting on a large number of minerals. Could have perhaps produced 1 or 2 additional drones, but maybe trying to go for a larger rush, and now going for a Roach Warren. So OKHabit going for a Roach Warren instead of a Baneling, and I'm pretty encouraged by this. I want to see better use and better play early in the game. And now here we have those Zerglings moving on, or Zerglings moving on out. 6 Zerglings just doing a little bit of sighting, and now seppL able to scout with that overlord, realizing that he's not going to be able to really do anything with those Zerglings, and decides to hold his ramp instead. I'll have a queen. The queen has been using the spawn larva ability instead of the creep tumor ability, so it's going to be increased hatchery production, but still sitting on a rather large number of minerals. Should be getting an overlord. No, now getting a roach. The roaches, if you remember, now cost 2 food, so it's much more difficult to mass in the early game. So roaches now costing 2 food. I still think that perhaps roaches need a little bit of a boost now. I did like how they were boosted up a little bit earlier, perhaps even upgrading back up to 2 armor to warrant the cost of that 2 food, but I never thought I'd be trying to boost that roach. Anyways, Zergling running into this base, trying to get some quick scouting in. Zergling getting taken down, and now the speedling boost has been completed, so the speedling's now going to be moving on out across the field. There was a drone over here, but that drone has been taken down, so seppL going to be moving out with these Zerglings, going to be able to get to his opponent very, very quickly. There are 4 or 5 Zerglings sitting on that ramp in addition to 3 roaches. So those roaches will be able to use that attack, and now in comes some Banelings. So seppL coming in with those Banelings, and that's going to be very, very bad news for those units. Trying to focus down those roaches, trying to focus on those Banelings moving around. In comes one of the Spinecrawler trying to splash that damage around. More units getting taken down, and this whole entire attack has pretty much been nullified. But the harvester count, the harvester drop for OKHabit down to 10 harvesters compared to seppL's 16. That is a definite damage dealt very, very early on. Zergling's not going to be perhaps trying to do a run by. More roaches coming in. Zergling's trying to come in, trying to take down more of these units as well. One queen fighting back, roaches fighting in as well, and OKHabit and now sitting on a very low number of harvesters, still sitting on 10 harvesters, really needs to start macroing up Looking at seppL now upgrading to tier 2 also needs to get more harvesters as well. It's only going to take, what, 1 or 2 spawn larvae in order for OKHabit to really catch back up in this game. So OKHabit is not out of it. He is he is behind, don't get me wrong, but he should be able to macro up fairly easily, trying to get more and more, more and more larva in order to produce more and more drones. Really should be macroing that up perhaps a little bit further. Move that spine crawler over here. Those roaches are able to perhaps hold that position, that spine crawler trying to root, waiting for that last creep tumor to get in position, and we'll be able to somehow guard this ramp over here, making it more difficult for Zerglings to try to run by. Zerglings once again doing a quick run by, and seppL just trying to stick with the same strategy over and over again. And we'll see how OKHabit really responds to this. He is also going to tier 2 as well. And seppL may just be trying to use a lot of these Zerglings, trying to pressure, and then by pressuring here, Zerglings able to do a quick run by, and now on that creep, moving much more quickly, and Queen coming in, roaches coming in as well, Zerglings just dealing damage towards those drones, and just one of those problems where Zerglings get the speed movement upgrade even on their opponent's creep, but that attack really didn't deal that much damage. We are getting the Spire, so the Spire now coming into play. The Spire should cause a little bit more issues for OKHabit. OKHabit perhaps needs to train up a second Queen, so 2 Queens in order to really fight off this attack. I don't see an evolution chamber for a Spore Crawler yet, and that may be the start of his undoing unless he's able to get enough anti-air to really hold off this attack. Looking at the larva count of both players, we have 7 larvae for seppL. So seppL really waiting for that Spire to come up, should be able to produce 5 Mutalisks very easily, and then continue to move on out. It looks as though, yeah, Overlord's now spawning creep, so the Spine Crawler is able to go ahead and root. There's a couple of Zerglings sitting over here. OKHabit now scouting out those Zerglings as well, so not much really happening in terms of the game. Roach is trying to move out, and perhaps we'll be able to get some of those Zerglings. We want to make sure that there is no run by, and wow, there is the run by, and now 3 Zerglings quickly make it into the base. Zerglings going after some of those drones, but the Queen able to finish it off. No damage really dealt. 5 Mutalisks already coming in from seppL, so seppL coming in with these 4 Mutalisks. A 5th one should be joining them momentarily, and as these Mutalisks start harassing without a second Queen joining in on this fight, OKHabit is going to definitely have a problem. That Spire is going to be is going to be late, and significantly late. So seppL, for some reason, instead of going after the mineral line, going after some of those Overlords. So the Overlord has been taken down. OKHabit sitting at 35 over 50 food. Overlord running in the wrong direction, and down it goes as well. So 2 Overlords getting taken down, 3, another Overlord going to be coming in. In comes 1 Queen. Queen trying to get a couple free hits off, and now OKHabit upside down in terms of food, in trouble. Queen trying to run away. Will she be able to escape? Does not look like it. Was able to get a spawn larva off just in time though, and now out comes a Mutalisk. So Mutalisk going to start focusing down as well. OKHabit really needs to get that Queen out and continue this fight even further. The Queen, however, spawns over here on the south side of that layer, and that's really just going to be more and more of an issue. So 1 Queen fighting against more and more of these Mutalisks. 2 Mutalisks very low on hit points, but seppL may be able to get away with it. Another Mutalisk getting taken out at the cost of 1 Overlord. So OKHabit just trying to stay cool under pressure, able to fend off this aggression from seppL for quite some time. Stay tuned for part 2 of this replay between seppL and OKHabit here on Metalopolis.